Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am the only Jake Roberts, the original Jake, and the real Jake. So, you see how weird that sounds? Like I have to say that, you know what I mean? I wish I didn't have to make these videos, but I do. Because obviously I have to keep updated on the continuing infiltration of Swaro Official and let all you guys know how bad it really is. So that's what this video is going to be about. It's going to be about just the red flags that I see in the most recent video. I'm not even going to get into all the other stuff, which is huge evidence. First of all, Mari having to claim sole authenticity and discrediting others. Her exact words, she began the video with this and she also ended the video with this. I am Marie, the original one, the only one, and the real one. This is a common tactic in controlled narratives or disinformation campaigns. They assert exclusive legitimacy while implying others are false. It creates division, demands loyalty, and suppresses open investigation or debate. No real high-density being would need to make such emotionally manipulative declarations. Okay? Number 2, extreme control of the message. And this is where she really shows her hand with the control. I must have complete control over my words, she says. I do not trust anyone. I manage the channel and no one else. True transparency invites trust and decentralization, not extreme gatekeeping. The refusal to allow uploads by anyone else is more in line with media micromanagement or fear-based narrative control than it is with authentic spiritual service. Okay, number 3, financial monetization excuses. She says, since I started uploading videos and monetizing them, Marie distances herself from the Federation financial influence, even though they claim to be the actual Federation now. This is a huge red flag. And I saw this coming. That even though they're now the Federation and they control the money, they still need yours, so you better dish it out. Anyway, let's get into the 4th one. The ambiguous use of the term minor. She says, I couldn't use my old human identity because I'm still what you consider a minor. This is odd and raises legal and ethical concerns. If this being is supposedly an ET in an adult role, why is she considered a minor? And how is this relevant unless trying to obscure legal accountabilities behind a human facade? Number 5, this is a huge one. Shifting explanations for Yazi and Athena. Did you notice that Yazi and Athena are suddenly back right in the midst of this crisis, right to come to the rescue, blah, 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 blah. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it at all. Okay, the imposter Mari says, Yazi got sick, disappeared, then reappeared, then got sick again, and then was taken to the Irma, and then Athena went to find her, then returned, and nobody wanted to say anything publicly. This sounds like damage control to explain their long and unexplained absence, which many followers had already been suspicious about. If they were truly present and well, they could have offered a simple update much sooner. The fact that Yazi supposedly returned and was stonewalled also contradicts earlier narratives about her being highly trusted and central to communication. Okay. Number 6, shifting blame and avoiding responsibility. So Mari says she, talking about Yazi, was asked to appear in person, which violates the Prime Directive. Okay? This implies that requesting basic proof or even a verbal conversation is wrong because it pressures them to reveal themselves. Yet the whole project is supposedly disclosure-based. This sounds more like a way to avoid accountability while continuing to make unverified claims. Number 7, the use of emotion to guilt or control. Mari says, even if just 3 or 4 of you are my true friends, I'll keep going. This is a classic manipulation technique, invoking loneliness or victimhood to gain sympathy and keep a shrinking audience loyal, even when inconsistencies are piling up. And the imposter has used this before. Okay. Number 8, the sudden rule that no other Taigetan may interact with humans. She says, today, no Taigetan is authorized to interact with any human on social media. After they shut down the second contact program, that's a red flag right there. They didn't even let the second contact program go. Okay? This is a sudden declaration that feels like a convenient way to sever communication and avoid further uncomfortable questions. It contradicts years of supposed open contact and exchange. Okay. Number 9, overemphasis on identity, IP addresses, and platform legality. She says all YouTube channels must be registered, IP addresses, human identity, etc., etc. The over-explaining of logistics and legality feels like defense and preemptive, as if covering tracks or responding to internal criticism from viewers aware of inconsistencies or suspicious behavior. Number 10, no external corroboration is offered. This is a lack of concrete proof or independent verification. Okay? No external corroboration is offered. No other credible witnesses or sources confirm these stories. The information exists solely on this one, the self-managed channel wrapped in secrecy and anecdote. Okay? This is the summary of what's going on. The tone, contradictions, and the manipulative framing are consistent with a compromised contact point, possibly being used to push a filtered or controlled narrative under the guise of disclosure. The constant use of emotionally charged language, vague medical excuses, monetization, and the centralization of control all undermines trust in the authenticity of this individual or team. And that's what I have for that. I'm going to make another video with some people's comments from the Telegram groups that I found interesting. Thank you for watching.